Elijah asks the question, how long will you falter between two opinions? And here we are, thousands of years later, and the reality is we are still stuck between opinions. See, an opinion is a view or a belief. To be between opinions is to be between views or beliefs. Well, you might say, well, Pastor, what's the big deal? I haven't made up my mind on some of these things. I'm going to get around to it, but what's the big deal? Taking my time to make sure I really know, what I'm doing. Well, the Bible describes the position between opinions, which is views or belief, is the place of faltering. Well, what is the place of faltering? That's an old word. What does it mean? Well, to falter is the place of weakness or weakening. So what is it literally saying? To position oneself between opposing views or beliefs is to position oneself in a place of weakness or weakening. And I can tell you that's true. Many people have perfectly positioned themselves in a perfectly politically correct position where they don't make a decision on anything, and they really have put themselves in a position of weakness or weakening. Elijah asked the question, how long will you position yourself in a place of weakness? And here's something else I want you to notice in that scripture. It says, and the people answered him not a word. The people answered him not a word. Why wouldn't they answer? Answer the question. How many of you ever looked at somebody and said that? Answer the question. And they go all over the place. You know those kind of people. You have them in your family. You ask them a question, and they turn around and ask you 10 other questions. But they never, and you listen. You think to yourself, oh, that's interesting. Wait a minute. You're not answering the question. Answer the question. There's people that are so good at being right in the middle of opposing views, they never tell you the answer. Why? Why not? Why not answer? Well, because it takes strength to stand. It takes confidence to make a decision between two different opposing opinions. It takes confidence. No answer? No ability to answer the question? Look at Proverbs chapter 14, verse 12. Proverbs 14, verse 12. There is a way that seems right to a man, but it ends in the way of death. It seems right. It seems like the right way. We all know what it feels like. Man, this seems like our gut feeling, our intuition says, man, this just seems right. But it ends in a way of death or destruction. I read this yesterday. Blew me away. On the other hand, it sounds like America to me. What did it say? Opinion polls say the popular decision is most likely the right decision. They did a poll of Americans, an America poll of those questioned. They did a poll. The popular opinion is most likely the right decision. Now that's what they're saying about what they just did. How many of you know the popular decision, for the most part, is not the right decision? There is a way that seems right to a man. It might be popular. It might be politically correct. But it could end in destruction.